And we are away. Winner. Looking good. So, we're going to be playing some Diablo today. So, let's get that going. Resume the game. And away we go. I'm starting a little bit early today because I just couldn't resist. The call of the campaign was just too strong. And it's Deckard Kane we need to speak to.
In the crater.
No man could survive such a thing.
Hey there, Joe. Wow, you are straight in there, man. Thank you very much for being there. Appreciate that. That is far too hot to be sponsored by Green Tea just yet.
But I cannot remember.
I think we're about to see my favourite cutscene, or one of my favourite cutscenes ever, but at the time, it was the best cutscene I'd ever seen. I feel like that is going to be a doer. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Never mind. 2 hours early. Well, I'm an hour and 20 minutes, but it's daylight saving, so I appreciate it's early. But we're going till the same time, though, Joe. So we're doing 3 hours, 20 minutes today, because I just couldn't resist. I just really wanted to play some. So we're going to go to the merchant and just get rid of this tap first.
I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
Well, I worked my skeletons to the bone to bring you these fine goods. So give me your gold, sir. Good stuff. Doesn't seem like there's really... I mean, like, maybe them. 4 grand. They do give us intelligence, though, so I think we will actually take those. Good stuff. Go back to Deckard Kane.
Everything you remember, stranger.
Everything you remember.
Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is
3 pieces, you say,
those
sir?
Pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
I take it you're not familiar with Diablo, then. It is an isometric action RPG. So we've just done the first act, so we're just seeing the story now.
Around the stranger,
but
the sword pieces
essentially, I mean, it's a typical ARPG like Path of Exile or something like that.
We'll have our answers once I retrieve the
sword. Essentially, Joe. Which we will be doing soon. So, okay, so we need to go to the Fields of Misery. So let us do so. So we are back at it. We're not yet at the cutscene that I thought we were at. And these guys are not going to be posing any threat to us here. We've got a nice skeleton army. This character is so powerful. I mean, last I played Diablo, it was, I don't know, 10 years ago-ish. Probably not as long as that, maybe 7 years ago. And this character was not available, but it feels so much stronger than any of the others. I mean, we just one-shot both of them with our secondary ability. We've got new lore.
Some time ago, I revealed that the Khazra, or goatmen, were originally human until the Vigerai corrupted them. For many years, these creatures were filthy and lethargic. These days have ended.
So our abilities as it stands, one of them is essentially a passive, but we can get the skeletons to attack something should we wish to. So yeah, the skeletons being with us is our 2 ability, but if we then press 2, we will force them to attack an enemy. And then our 1 ability is to blow up corpses, which is pretty strong, and that sometimes gives us life floats. I don't know what the other option for that was, to be honest. I don't think we need the... Oh, so there wasn't it wasn't a rune. It was a passive, wasn't it? Fueled by death. So yeah, I think it's better than movement speed. I don't think we're that worried about movement speed. Fair enough. I mean, it's pretty good. It's one of those, like, it's not the best game in the world by any means, but it's pretty fun. As far as it goes, Joe, once I've done a hardcore solo run, I am going to be doing some multiplayer open to the community, so don't take that as a suggestion for you to buy it, but you can always, take a look, see if you enjoy it, and if you did want to get involved. I appreciate the time of day isn't the best for you, you know, late at night of a Saturday. But if you wanted to get involved, I would be more than happy to have you there, my friend. I'll get Disco Biscuits in anyway, because I know he likes Diablo. And then we'll see who else fancies joining at the time. So that'll be probably in a few weeks' time, or I mean, could even be next week if I die. I am playing a hardcore run, so if this character dies, that's it. But I don't see that happening for a little bit. Yeah, the base game maybe. I will just point out, if you were planning to get it, you would need to get the Reaper of Souls edition. I happened to buy it because, I say in the previous episode, I played it last time on console, but I think I borrowed it actually and never went back. But not that that'd help me at this point anyway, but I bought it because they've remastered Diablo 2 and I never played that. So I wanted to play that in the future. Send the boys in.
That is not possible.
That is not possible, because they're already dead. So as it stands, we're searching for... reflection. Very nice. But yeah, I mean, by all means, if you just wanted to buy the Reaper of Souls edition, and so you could get involved, then you'd be more than welcome to. Certainly would be willing to invite you. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. In terms of it being isometric, it does have a League of Legends sort of look, but it's it's a campaign as opposed to a PvP sort of scenario. But you've got, I think there's 6 different classes now, so the aim would be to have up to 6 of us at once. And then if somebody dies, they're out, and somebody else can join as a new hardcore level 1 character. Which does then give them a significant disadvantage, but if they just keep themselves safe for a little bit, then the levels are fairly soon.
My essence is too low. Decay and rot.
Another level. Well, we've not unlocked an ability by the looks, but we have unlocked a ring. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's extra vitality, we'll equip it. Oh, right, we have unlocked Death Nova. So that is an alt for this one. So we will try that out for a little bit. Yeah, I don't mind that. But I don't like it as much as the Bone Spear. And the rune on it increases damage per enemy it travels through, which is quite easy to arrange. Just sort of stack them on top of each other with the angle we go at. And it's quite wide. I'm pressing the wrong button there. I'm not 100% sure which way I want to go. Send the boys in that way. Absolutely shot that tree.
Do not fear the end.
They just don't get anywhere near us. Absolutely smashing them to bits. What's the goal? So, I mean, it's a story. So, because I did the first part in. Well, I did it yesterday. I was going to upload it first thing this morning, but it would have went up this morning to you, I think. Last night to me. Basically, we came to this land because there was a fallen star, and we thought it would bring us riches. And when we got there, it turned out to be a dude, and that was the dude we were speaking to a bit ago. And he's like, "Oh, there was a sword. It broke into 3 pieces. I don't know why I'm here." So at this point in time, we're just trying to find out more information to assist the fella that fell through the sky. But I think there is a cutscene shortly which should explain a bit more. But at this point in time, all you really know is...
That is not possible.
Yeah, go on, gank him. Get the treasure! But essentially, Diablo is, you know, the devil. He's returning to the world, and that guy has come to help us stop it. So we are traveling. I mean, a necromancer doesn't seem the obvious opposition to the devil, but that is the way it
Devious
is.
little goblins have been robbing our merchants. When pursued, they simply open portals and disappear with the most aggravating chuckle.
Well, we got him.
Peasantry seem to believe that the goblins serve a great demon lord known as Greed. And furthermore, that their portals lead
Whoever
to
they're
Greed's
serving,
domain.
they'll be serving them no more.
That is not possible.
Trees are falling like flies. Now, I will say, I appreciate it.
This world can
We're
abide
not
you
bound
no
to be in
longer.
that much danger just. That's one goes in. But we shall locate them. And so essentially we use our basic attack in order to fuel the orb on the right side. So effectively our mana. And then we can use our other abilities. But we don't tend to need to use an awful lot of the abilities because we are just that.
No.
No. I tried to send the skeletons in at him, but it was already dead, so... So we'll check out this little dungeon here. Oh, right, we found Kashridan.
I must be near a piece of the sword.
Start. Can we do anything with that? Well, we shall mosey on. We've still not unlocked all our skills yet, so there's still a lot of room to grow here. That corpse explosion, though, just as soon as we've killed anything, the rest are just murked.
We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is time.
It was a little bit stronger.
Who are you to take what is mine?
I'll take whatever I want, love. Don't you worry
Regardless,
yourself.
I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead.
Yeah, whatever, Magda. You can say you've claimed whatever you like, but I'm not sure that makes it true. I think we'll take the intelligence. And we'll take all of that belt. Yeah, we'll definitely use that.
My insight grows.
Leveling up very nicely. Oh, Command Golem. It's not that one. Oh, Commander Golem. Raise a flesh golem to fight for you. Active. Command the golem to target location where it collapses into a pile of usable corpses. I was wanting to say unstable there. We'll try that. We'll try that out. So rather than the one skeleton, we've got... rather than the group of skeletons, we've got a big golem now. I did like the skill as it was, but we'll take a look. Yeah, we'll leave. We'll leave now. Right, okay, sorry, man. Sorry. Yeah, let's do that. There you go, man. Hopefully that's better. Apologies for that. Thank you for letting me know, though. Really appreciate that. To be honest, I noticed it on the episode yesterday, but I edited that in post, but I forgot to do that. To take the sword piece back to Kane, so we can just use the portal.
To town.
So let's get that used. Back to Deckard Kane.
I recovered a piece of the sword, but members of a coven are pursuing it as well.
Uncle Deckard, you sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Oh, they're very dark.
I have no memory of this kind.
So we've got some boots. Lovely, lovely boots. They're better than the ones we've got. The braces aren't. So let's just check out that sort of stuff. I think we'll keep the, you know, the higher rarity boots, even though they're not quite as good. Just get rid of all this tat. Good stuff. Okay.
They know where the next piece.
That makes me think of the Nephilim were ancient humans
okay.
with fantastic
Let's go.
powers.
Drowned
Legend
Temple.
holds that they waged a terrible
So
battle
Leah
in the
wants to.
temple,
Oh, right, I should
and
have
that
done
they go
that.
still war with one
Oh no,
another.
it's this way. So yeah, Leah's joining us this time, so we're not quite solo.
You and I aren't so
Get
different.
that gold, yo.
I have great power within me too.
So I mean, really, at this point, there's the odd item that makes sense, but for the most part,
It's only
we
happened
just
a few
save
times in
gold
my
till a bit
life,
later on.
and only when I was in grave danger. Something rises up from deep within me, and I can't really explain it.
That needs to
Finish them
recharge.
I'll give that another try, but I don't like that as much as the skeletons, to be honest. Doesn't seem to be as... Oh, right,
Please
okay.
help. They're going to kill my friend.
Well, that doesn't sound very Christian of them.
Thieves are going to kill my friend.
Who is this friend of yours?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
A relic, you say? Can I have it?
Where is the relic?
I'll never tell you.
Can't kill him yet.
Enough of this.
Release.
Do you actually believe what this? Fine.
I must wait.
Now, it massively increases our...
That needs to recharge.
Our ability. Yeah, I just don't like it. We're going to switch that away. Nigel Cutthroat. Nice. Big Nige. Big Nige. Yeah, I don't like that as much at all.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
I'm not stoned from that. Oh, we got a legendary item there. That's pretty nice. Let's get that identified. I don't think it's something we're going to be using. Legendary two-handed mace. Although it is pretty quick. I don't want to use the two-handed mace. It's not really necromancery. And we're not struggling as it stands. So let's just change this back. Go back to skeletons. Okay, very good.
When the balance...
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like...
Of course. What? You mean to accompany me?
Yes, yes. You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way.
So we've actually managed to get ourselves a little party here.
Relic is a fake. Gods, I should have known. You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
Yeah, don't blame you, mate. There's all sorts of dead things knocking around.
Ah, there you are.
And you're betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
Do you want him to join you? No, I don't. I don't think we're going to need him.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging.
So let's say what Alaric has to say.
Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are.
So maybe
Follow
we're...
me. I will
Maybe,
raise
maybe.
the bridge that you may pass.
Good stuff, friend. Go on then, raise it.
Seek 2 tombs in the woods beyond.
2
The
tombs.
warrior's rest and a
No, I've
crypt
only...
of
I
ancients.
played through it once, Joe,
Within
like,
them
say about
reside
7-8 years ago, a long time ago. I will start listening to the lore. I'm just so hyped to play it that I can't face listening to it. But from here, I will. It's just like basically at the beginning, they're just flapping around going, what's happening? I don't know. We need to go somewhere and find out more. It's not the most interesting of the lore, but a bit later down the line, like from here on out, we will listen to it. So we need to find some situation here. But yeah, no, I played it once through as the Witch Doctor, and then I played it a little bit as a Barbarian. Barbarian's fine if you're playing with other people, but it isn't so good on your own, I don't think, personally. Like, the skeletons aren't as strong as the golems per se, but they, the fact that there's a few of them, they can just hold enemies up, which will keep me safe. So I think the skeletons are better served.
That foe will die.
Uncle Deckard called these flying creatures death wings.
Uncle Deckard can call them whatever he wants.
That is not possible.
Because it's already dead. Bang, corpse explosion. But once we get into these dungeons here and we're in sort of narrower paths, you're not really in much danger in the overworld, but in the dungeons there can be a bit more of a danger. Because when they're just coming at us in 1s and 2s, they're not really going to do much to us. Well, we found a dungeon, so let's head in there. Warrior's Rest. Must be total now.
Not enough essence.
Let myself run out, that's fine.
The night embraces
They can hurt me, or whether that was just experience. Hey Bird, nice to see you. The Templar. Oh yeah. I regretted it once I got rid of him. Would he still be with us now if I hadn't got rid of him? But yeah, he's very Sean B. So it's slightly better, less regen, but more vitality. I'll pop it on. I don't think it makes too much difference here. The pants are strength, so we're not interested in that. But yeah, he's very from nerf, isn't he? So we've got Empowered and Nephilim Glory. So I'm guessing we are a Nephilim. I forgot most of that. Like, I remember stuff as it comes up, but I don't actually remember much of the game, per se. I'm pretty sure I completed it, but I could have been wrong on that. But I've not played the DLC whatsoever, so that'll be something new after the release. 16 in a row, very nice. Looks like we found the other donjon. Let's head down there. Bang.
This is amazing. It reminds me of being
Yeah, I don't know whether you'd have ever played the Necromancer at said point, depending how long ago you played it. And I have no idea when the Necromancer actually came out. But I don't think it came out alongside the sort of Templar class. Yeah, so they do hurt me by the looks, but we've got plenty of HP and regen and whatnot.
I'm afraid not.
Oh right, he died that quickly. Alright, okay, well maybe I will. Maybe I'll bring him. That's that taken. And we've got a little treasure chest. We might bring him then just cause he's pretty cool sounding. Good one by us. Getting corpsing up. I just love the basic ability, like the fact that it's an AoE is awesome.
The night embraces me.
Bang, corpse. That everything looks to be. So what we'll do from here, we'll go back to the town portal. We'll grab the Templar, why not? And I'll just get rid of this attack that I've got. There he is.
What
shall
we fight today?
What shall we fight today?
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
Good work, friends. Not interested, but good work. My greaves are very blue. So now we can go to the ground temple. place these beacons on here, and then we are away. Go on, someone give me the job. I mean, one of you could have offered to go and put this on here, like, but we'll let you off. 10 XP. I'm looking forward to getting my 3 and 4 skill.
Defeat the guardians within. Although they are my brothers.
Yeah.
Seek your death when you enter.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, brothers don't always get along, do they? Charge my minions. Murked.
None may enter the inner sanctum.
Well, it doesn't look like you'll be stopping them, is it?
Rise, my brothers. Rise and do that.
Whirlwind of Doom. Yeah, just come near the corpses, boys. Just come near the corpses. No, he's not near enough. He is. Bang. Oh, yeah. Feeling good. Now then, Alaric.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are?
Absolutely shontastic.
Place.
The spirit speaks the truth. This was a good place.
Yeah, tell you where else is a good place. The North.
The noble hero.
Oh, Magda.
Fought his way here just to die.
You are again mistaken.
And who is this you bring with you? No.
Yeah.
Your mother will soon share your fate with a woman.
Well, these guys are sharing a pretty terrible fate at your hands, so good stuff. New skill category.
Did she mean my mother will share my
Decrepify.
fate?
Crippling curse that
Could
reduces
my
enemy
mother
units'
be alive
movement and
after all
damage
these
skill.
years?
So, yeah, probably not.
To deceive us.
Probably not something we're overly keen on.
What
but...
is the power within you that she spoke of?
Oh, we've got. Increases the size of the explosion.
She's
I didn't
toying
know
with
that.
us. We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
Good stuff. So we've got runes for those. Nothing on that yet. Not going to have anything on that yet. That's fine. Have we got any more? Got any more passives? Oh, we do. Yeah. Increase armor by 100% and reduce 10% for each active minion. Yeah. No, we'll take. Well, yeah, we'll take more life at the minute anyway. I don't think armor's going to matter that much for us. Ancient bones.
Worldstone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war
Heat
against
shields
us.
we're not interested in.
We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
To New Tristram, so we might as well go with the teleportation then, as opposed to running back.
If I live.
That would suit you.
Well, if you ever want a job, I will
Now
consider
then, the
your
stranger.
The second piece is safe, but I do not know where the last one has fallen.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
That must be worth them.
Ah, brilliant, dear Leah. Have the ferryman take her
ferryman.
there.
Yes, I will. Don't you worry. What does this fella sell?
I have my goods are without
Oh, right,
equal.
just different
I've
stuff.
collected them from all parts of this world.
Yeah, I like that. We'll equip that. Oh no, I didn't mean to sell it. That was not the plan. Cool. Get rid of that tat. Good stuff.
Wife, don't think I don't see you undressing our fine hero.
I was thinking.
His wife was undressing me with her eyes. Well, I suppose she hasn't officially done anything wrong there, sir.
I seek passage to Wortham.
I will take
It's
you.
a mighty fine raft you've got there, sir.
Smoke rises from the village.
That will be the Comet.
They're destroying the town. Get out while you can. Fire to those who fight.
Yeah, they're not going to destroy me. Look at the skeleton army. They're going absolutely ham on these fellas. Oh, it's quite a big AoE actually for the slowing effect.
We have a chance.
Burst them. Well, we've got the XP buff and no enemies to make do with it on.
Please, my family's hiding in the chapel with the rest of the townsfolk. We must get to them.
Don't
I wouldn't
run
worry
off.
about you
You'll
going,
get
mate.
yourself killed.
Mortal Echo. That's good. Oh yeah. Swimming in health potions after all these explosions.
Fools! You cannot keep the sword from me.
This is
I'll
bad.
keep it wherever I like. This is.
My servants will burn this town to ashes.
One skeleton's charging.
There's something coming.
Nice. Absolutely nuked him. Ascetic insight.
Save us. We owe you our
That I
lives.
did. Well, you owe me everything in your pockets, friend.
There is only
Sort that
one
out.
thing I would ask of you. I seek a sword fragment. Have you seen it?
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here.
Well, you know, priests have a habit of
God.
coveting all the little shiny
You'd be
objects and
glad to be
taking them to
rid
the
of
church, don't they? So,
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
steady fire. It's okay, but not like two-handed. Not interested. Oh, gotta go under the church. How deep do these cloisters go, I wonder?
Magda.
While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
Damn you,
I will put an end to this.
That's Tristram. Come on then. Why are we not? Oh, right, that was the one we were at. Silly me. But I swear it's now. Like the best
It's your
cinematic
choice.
that there was at that
Either
point in
use
time
your
ever.
Maladric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
Oh, this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything.
Oh, she's gone Super Saiyan
Your
now.
rage is overwhelming, girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine.
Uncle,
Or maybe it isn't yet. Maybe it's when we get him back.
can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole.
Go on, use your magic, Sonny Jim. It's a lot bigger when it's back together than it otherwise was.
As I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard.
Well, can we get an F in chat for Deckard? Seems to have rolled a 7 there. I'll pop subtitles on. I know some people like that. I generally do.
If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
I do not know. There were others who were responsible.
Cheers, Joe.
And her master
Deckard
Belial.
appreciates that.
Journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss.
So it seems. I will search for him.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know.
He had a good innings,
she'll be
though.
waiting
You know,
for
it wasn't a young man.
I am prepared.
I think it's, you know, I think at that point you've got to count your blessings, really. Above 1. Okay, it is time to get that one. That's fine. So let's get ourselves out of Wortham now. And go north. Probably not going to get any benefit out of collecting that, but... Go on, kick gate. Can't speak. Kick gate down.
Not hesitate.
I won't be hesitating. I'll tell you that much. Eggs. Spitter eggs.
The night embraces you.
He was long enough. Yeah, he survived the last few trepidations, so he was bound to end at some stage. I mean, the Skeleton King didn't do him in when he had the chance, so... No, so we can't destroy those. They either break or they don't. Burst it.
I'm glad that fate has brought us together on this path. Why?
My Praised Hermit.
Sings to me. Her music.
Is that all you got to say? Praised Hermit. Well, let's get our mate back.
The scent of terror. This does not bode well.
Adventuring hide breaches of the bear. Yeah, we'll pop those on. Cocooned victim. Alright, I thought we were going to release him and just burst him. Good stuff. Break the egg sac. If you've got arachnophobia, you may wish to look away now. There is bound to be plenty of spitters in here.
I need essence.
Need to use my basic a bit more. Absolutely crunching them up. I think that was another heart item, but I'm not too worried about that yet.
Your death
That corpse explosion is by far the best skill though. I don't think we're ever changing that. $28 massacre. Need to kill him though. Kill him. Yes! Give me your loot, friend.
I cannot
There's
open
chest.
this.
Skelebobs are coming in now. 15. Ranking up the ranks. Okay, so we've got enhancement to our skeleton now, which is pretty nice. They even need the corpse explosion, really.
Embraces you.
Good stuff. Give me the loots. Radiant chest. No legendaries though, so not really going to be wearing any of that, I don't think. So let's just check out that skill there. Command skeletons and Enforcer reduces the cost to command your skeletons. Yeah. It's not anything mind-blowing, but it is fine. Gonna be able to bang that 2 down a little bit more often. Are they like off screen technically? Well, dead anyway. Okay, well that's that bit checked out. Chamber of the Queen Arena. Guessing it's over this way. Give me your sack. Burst the cocoon victim. Nice. Oh. He's bursted. He's bursted. I didn't touch it. Can't blame me for that. I'm not a big fan of the 3 skill. It may have utility later on if there are some faster enemies that can chase me down. But as it stands, they're not really doing damage to me, so all it's doing is slowing them, really.
Do not.
Suppose it does allow them to stack up for the corpse explosion a bit better, but... They don't really get near me. Because of the skelly barbars.
Prepare for a long fight.
I do think you've overestimated their power. Maybe slightly. Okay, they set me a little bit on fire though. Well, I thought she was going to be that way, but never mind. What about over here? Gotta be this way, innit? If there's a healing well.
My mistress has accepted me. Come close and feel her loving embrace.
Gonna munch you, isn't she?
Well, that's not going to end well.
Bit of webbage on ground. Bang it for you now and there. Masterful leather mantle. Just check out if any of that... Oh, okay, so we've not got that item yet, so that's worth putting on. Magic ring. Alright, we can equip a second one of those. We might as well put that on then. 30 intelligence. Good stuff.
Please, help me. It's horrible. She sucks the innards from her victims.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good. I like to keep my innards on the inside, ideally.
The Spider Queen is coming.
Spider Queen.
But if it's you that she wants, I'm not sure why I would really be in that room. Oh, she is weak to stun, so we can just stand back here and absolutely
No.
Alright, she's bottled it now. Oh, we've got some corpses for the palace. Go, my skeletons. Come on, Queenie. You've got 8 legs. You can handle it. Sure. Couldn't get much of a corpse explosion going on there, but what stuff did we get there? Yeah, it's more intelligence and vitality, and we're not using the legendary effect of that. More intelligence and vitality, so we'll bang that on. They're a lot worse. And yeah, no, that's fine. Maybe to not be wearing a crown, but needs must. Pool of venom. And then we free this lady. Good work.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we please leave this horrible place?
If you like. I was trying. Finally. No, she wasn't a good queen. Throwing a subject at me like that. And sucking innards out of people as well. It's just not the done thing in royal circles.
It was terrible being stuck in there like that.
Not as terrible as getting your innards sucked out, though, love. I mean, you know, count your blessings here.
I'm looking for a man who was taken prisoner by the Coven.
The Coven? I saw them dragging someone into Leoric's manor house. Perhaps it was the man you seek.
Probably.
You might have a small bit of trouble reaching there, though. I'm not proud of this.
Have you just seen how I just murked a Spider Queen?
Khazra shaman. The Khazra went mad and chased me to the caves. You can find the stuff in my cart in the Highlands. If you take it to the Khazra barricade, perhaps they will let you.
Cool. Let's find the Khazra staff. Don't know where that requires us to go, though. Ugh. Good work, boys. Good work.
The wither moth is a curious phenomenon. It is tremendously large for an insect, and somehow its size allows it to expel a charging force when attacked. For this reason, few have survived to study it in great detail, including many notable academics. In fact, please do not inquire further upon this subject.
Well, took him out on my own that time, boys. Skeletons do get in on that.
Rathma has blessed me.
Yeah, your main character is like selected for you essentially. Like you can choose male or female, but other than that, it's like what they are and their backstory and stuff is predetermined. Obviously, you choose the class, but like the barbarian is either a man or a woman, but they have that story, so they are all voice acted, which is pretty good, and they'll like chip in with stuff every now and again as well. So you don't. I don't think you so much feel like you are the character as you are sort of guiding their actions. We did get another skill there, didn't we? So okay, devour. Consume nearby corpses to restore essence per corpse. Nah, that's definitely not good. I think we're still happy with Bone Spear doing what it is. We've got a new thing for Bone Spikes. Instead, strikes the target and up to 2 nearby enemies with large bone pillars. The stun's good, but I like the more AoE-ness of it. You cannot change classes in the middle of the game. No, it is fixed. You pick that at the beginning. I mean, you could always start as a new new class, but you would be starting a fresh character. But yeah, it's rigidly fixed. I don't know if I do prefer the stun, you know.
Glorious.
Because the stun's a lot more useful against bosses, and it does have its uses. Otherwise, I think we're going to stick with stun. It's a shame to sort of be using the the first sort of set of abilities that you get. But
though New Tristram and the fields surrounding it have been resettled over the years,
pretty good.
The Highlands remain empty, save for the crumbling ruins of Leoric's old outposts.
Yeah, the classes
the
are
king built
barbarian.
More than one watchtower in his
say
paranoia, but now they cannot even ward away goatmen and wild beasts. A tragedy, really.
So the classes are barbarian, some sort of paladin class which came out with the DLC, but I never played that, so but it's something like paladin-y. It's like shield and melee. The sort of hunter type thing, I forget what it's called. Is it like demon hunter or something? So it's like ranged, like bows and stuff, traps. There's mage, necromancer, and is that it? Oh yeah, witch doctor. Witch doctor's kind of like summons and debuffs. Which is why I didn't expect this class to be so summon heavy, but it is.
No.
And drum! Drumming on the gold man. Well, they'll be drumming no more.
Decay
decay and rot.
Island Walker, you're walking not that much longer. And then corpses explode, you won't. Some crystals for some later crafting. I'm not sure we really need to bother with that on normal anyway. And when we do go about doing some multiplayer, it will be with brand new characters, by the way. So I'm not like buffing up a character only to then have an advantage later. That might be good. No. Yeah, the big man. Banged him. Fair news to you. I mean, Mage is pretty good in this, but it isn't that good for playing solo in my experience. Like, I tried it a little bit, but like I say, last time I played this, I played it solo as well. And it's one of them, like, Mage can deal a lot of damage, but it quite easily gets overwhelmed because I don't think it has any summon options. Now, obviously, you can bring the NPCs with you, you don't have to completely on your own. That kind of feels a little cheap to me. I think it's got clobbered by a tree there.
These creatures won't go down easy.
I don't know what you mean by that, sir, because they go down fairly usually.
No.
Gorgar's the empty. It feels quite stationary, Mage. This feels like it has a little bit more movement to it, even though it probably doesn't. New rune unlocked, Bloodsucker. So that one, pull me the health card. Leech. Curse target, cursed enemies, heal the attacker when they're struck. Yeah, we'll take that. That seems a lot better. The keeper's topped off. So from there then, I don't think I need... I don't think I need that anymore. Oh, we've got a new one. Bone Prison. Bone Spear, Bone Spikes, Bone Spirit have a 30% chance to trap enemies in a Bone Prison for 3 seconds. That's pretty good. Because we use Bone Spear fairly frequently. Let's see it proc, but...
Do not fear the end.
Yeah, he's not on there with it. Got any treasures tucked around here, boys? Any treasure? I was hoping the tree might come over near. I'm afraid. I don't know. It's got good range on it. But as far as it goes, Joe, if you do choose to pick it up and we do play some multiplayer on stream, and you do want to connect, I'm not sure how it'll be with you being the other side of the world. Like, I will say, if it's lag-tastic, we may not be able to proceed with that, but we would certainly be willing to try. You could always play Mage. Go with that. I wouldn't be intending to play Mage. I also wouldn't be intending to play Necromancer again, seeing as I'm playing for this playthrough. I might play the other sort of cruise over the time.
That is not possible.
I'm still not overly fan of my option 3 though. I mean, healing will be more important later, so it'll be more. Stardew Valley, fair enough. Yeah, very popular game as it goes. Not really my vibe, to be honest, but I can, I understand the pleasure to be taken from something like that. Long sword. Don't be doing that. Burst them corpses. Gotta be somewhere around here. Well, we found the teleport, so more than likely it is in this particular area. Oh, nothing. Nothing under the tablecloth.
local Khazra tribes have become a serious threat. They attack
serious
caravans and are moving into areas where they haven't been seen before. We need you to take care of this problem for us. We'll pay 25 gold pieces for every Khazra head you bring back.
These lands have fallen to darkness before under Leon.
Fair dues. I mean, in case you're actually interested where it comes from, I mean, I listen to a lot of 40k audiobooks, and Caiaphas Cain is one of my favourite characters. He's an Imperial commissar, but he often refers to the fact that he was raised in an underhive, and that's why he feels confident underground, and he seems to always sort of know his way even when he's underground, and he ends up being underground quite a lot, and yeah, just like the term to be an underhiver. And of course I tend, not that I am this time because we're playing it on normal, but I suppose we're playing it on hardcore, but I tend to set the odds against myself for it to be a difficult situation. So that's kind of the situation there and why I've chosen that name. Oh yeah, we're going to get some coming now. So we've got a legendary sword there. I'm not sure it'll be too up our street. It looks poisony though. Oh yeah. It's a one-handed sword as well at 40 damage. And 50 intelligence. Wow, that's strong. That's massive. That's a real big boon. And it looks pretty awesome too. That looks like a NECROMANCER sword if you've ever seen it.
I understand so much more now. These creatures won't go down easily. There is no room.
So let's bin that. I don't know how we. Oh no, I don't know how we bin. I think we'll have the experience over that. We just okay, we'll just drag it onto the floor. And alright, we can use it. Oh, and it gives intelligence and vitality. Very nice. I mean, we're not going to be using it, but yeah, we'll teleport back to the town.
Returning to town.
Well, I mean, the thing is, because I'm playing it solo and I'm playing it on hardcore, like on hard mode, chances are I'd die, you know, in the next couple of acts. And I do want to finish it if I can, because I want to play the new DLC. Well, I say DLC, it's not that new, but it's not something I've played before. But as I say, if we die, we die. If not, we're not. It doesn't really matter. Dual Salvation. One-handed. Nowhere near as good. Yeah, loads less damage. 50% less damage. Madness. But yeah, that sword looks good. That's a necromancery sword right there. My boots and hat don't really go with the ensemble, but take it as read. So if I go back there, will that take me back to where I was? Oh, right, okay, brilliant. That's good then. Now we can pick that ring back up, get that. Duty story. Yeah, they're good. More intelligence is more damage. But yeah, there's like loads of hard difficulties on this, like which you know, we'll see. I quite like this game. It's not, I wouldn't say it's my favourite game, but I quite like it. So you know, if we get a bit of a bit of enjoyment out of it as a community, and you know, some people want to jump in and play with us. I say I know Disco Biscuits will, maybe Fernwood. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if she still has the facility in terms of hardware, but It's an option. But yeah, we get some people in, and as I say, play on hard mode, hardcore characters. So if somebody dies, that's them out, and somebody else jump in. And I mean, on one hand, I don't want to be like, well, if I die, it's over. I'm taking my ball home. But I don't know what we'll do. We'll cross that bridge when it happens. Like maybe we just start again.
Of foul sorcery. They are given to chasing down
Let's
their
see how we
foes
do
and
that way.
attacking them with savage fangs. This usually allows some spare time for their masters to craft their dark spell work and finish off the victim.
Go on, skeletons, get forward. We will take that, definitely. Any chestage? No. Get in here. Didn't give us any items, so alright, that's the way out. Yeah, I'm hoping to get a new 3 if I can.
The grave beckons.
I don't know if that's a thing. It might be, but like I'm not sure it is because you can play co-op offline on consoles, but you can't on the PC, and that's because of how much you can dupe doing it. So I don't think you can crossplay only because you'd be able to.
There is a new piece to the game.
Dupe on a console, and not on a PC.
My
Obviously,
spies
you know
tell
that's
me
not
she
what
is
would
the
be happening.
child of the
But
witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum.
I don't
Bring
think
this
you can for
news
that
to the
reason.
master at once.
And last time I was gonna buy Diablo, I didn't because you can't local co-op offline on the PC version, and that just seemed ridiculous to me.
Pallid malaise has
But I
fallen
didn't
over
want
the
to play it
manor
on
we now call
console.
home. Young Albrecht seems to
I
be
didn't want to buy
enjoying
2
himself in
copies
our
for me
new
and my
home,
fiancé,
however.
so
Perhaps I am simply
I just
suffering
didn't
from
bother.
an
But I'm glad I
imbalance
didn't
of humor
because
brought on by the
He's unstoppable.
I paid for it. Don't get me wrong; it wasn't like included free of charge, but the addition of getting Diablo 2 remastered as well is pretty nice. I'll be interested in playing that later on the line.
His demise in the depths below.
I didn't really want all the corpses up here, to be honest, because I wanted to be able to use them on her, but oh, she's buggered off. So what do we get there? Is that any better? Well, it's got a socket, and yeah, it's better. So we'll equip that. Wounded man.
Did horrible things to us. Peace will come soon.
As far as it goes, like it doesn't. It's not actually that demanding a game because it's 8 years old. So see how you go. Like for example, the reason I'm not playing Hitman anymore is because I mean my rig plays it fair enough. Like playing it's not an issue, but when I stream it, I noticed I was losing 10% frames every few minutes, which isn't ideal. Granted, it was at 60, so you know, 54 frames a second is still watchable, but it's not what I wanted. I didn't want to be losing any frames, but it's running perfectly on this, so I'm assuming it's, you know, it's less demanding than Hitman 1 of the new series. So you know, if you take a look, it might work, it might not, but that's your call, obviously. I would never want to suggest somebody buying something that they're not sure they can run. Obviously, I will say when this first came out, I bought it for PC, and my stuff at the time was not good. Like I don't know why I didn't check it first, but I just emailed Blizzard and said like I can't play it. Like it doesn't even start, and they just gave me a refund immediately. So like if that happened, I'm pretty sure Blizzard would sort it out for you, but I don't know because they can see whether you've started it up or not. And yeah, if you know, presumably if you've only played an hour or two, a bit like other providers, and you just say, look, it doesn't run. Like I'm not getting the experience that you would have expected somebody to get when they play the game. I'm pretty sure they let you in there. But again, I would never want to recommend somebody doing that unless that's what they wanted to do. So your call. And as I say, you know, we'll be here on the stream. You can still get involved. It's, you know, it's one of those things. Even if you could play it, you might not fancy it. You might just want to be along for the ride. So yeah, it is what it is. We don't have to have 6 people in there. We just have a few and it'll be fine. But for the time being, the next couple of weeks we're going to be doing replay, and I will be starting Terraria again in the next week or so. I've decided I would like to, so we'll have some sort of that coming up. So unfortunately, Hitman will have to wait till I can upgrade my gear because it just doesn't perform well enough. It's a shame because I wanted to play it, I was enjoying it, but if I wanted to play it that bad,
Weakness consumes you.
Get in there, but... Oh! You just been cleavered, son. Again. I mean, who sets this up in their own corridors? Madmen. Dead villager. He's done really well to get that far. Like, he's just a villager and he's got through all the traps. That corpse explosion is so broken though. Like, I don't know what the like the barbarian and stuff have on one.
Away from me.
I'm sure for the witch doctor it's a summon, but nothing feels as strong as that corpse
unable to
explosion.
control my body.
From what I can remember, obviously, as I say, it was a long time ago.
He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
Into the Halls of Agony, level 2. So we've got a boss coming up, and then I think after that boss, we've got the cutscene of all cutscenes, I think. And if you haven't seen that cutscene, Joe, obviously I know Boom will have, but if you haven't seen that cutscene, Joe, you're in for a treat. Because even at like what 8 years old, whatever the game is, I'm telling you now that cutscene stands up, and it'll raise the hairs on the back of your scrotum. I'm telling you that much. Ooh, a little cheeky flamberge. We all love a nice flamberge. Get some essence back there. Give him a few skewers. So, coming up, go this way then?
Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the execution.
Oh, it's worth all the hype.
I
It
find
is so
guilty
worth it, man.
of plotting against the kingdom.
I'm not going to hype it anymore, just in case we do overdo it.
Discover their heinous, treasonous
from what I've
plans
said
as
so
well.
far,
Lazarus
I'm not
is the
underselling
only
it.
one I can still trust.
Like, if I'm honest, the first thing I thought of when I downloaded this yesterday was I get to watch that cutscene again. Alright, we've got number 4 now, Bone Armor. Rip bones from nearby enemies, dealing damage and creating armor. Okay. I'm happy with that. Get Bone Spirit, Blood Rush, and Simulacrum. I'm not going to take a look at them just yet and see what they are, but we've not got another rune yet there. I think we still prefer that one. Teeth. Launch razor sharp teeth. Let's try it. Corpse explosion, still not upgraded. Frenzy. Okay, yeah, we'll go with Frenzy. I don't mind it having the cost that it has. I'm quite happy with it costing as much as it does. Oh yeah, look at that bone armor. Oh yeah, that's absolutely G. That is not. That is pretty sick. Like, the having armor isn't as useful as just the looking awesome is, in my opinion.
Corpse. Always wanted to fight some of these. I'm afraid not.
No, they're not leaving corpse. I've got to say, I don't like that as much as the other one. So we are going to go back to that on the Bone Spear. I think that is better. Because it, like, the cone AoE sort of situation, like, that already gives enough of an area that we don't need a bigger area. So I think we're going to stick with the Bone Spear as it was. Little halberds. up with where we were earlier. Now we don't have to explore everything, so I'm not going to do everything.
Your death nears.
But we will go around see. I mean, they just don't hold up to it for very long, do they? That was a dead end, unfortunately. Are you familiar with Demon Souls, Joe? I imagine... I mean, Ferd might be. But I would guess maybe not as familiar. But yeah, if you are, like, I feel like this boss takes a bit of inspiration from the, what's it called, the Adjudicator. The next boss looks a lot like that. Yeah, I already did episode 1 yesterday. As I say, I mean, I try and keep things to a schedule, but then on the other hand, I'm like, I didn't want to upload it for what would have been 5 hours, 4 hours before the stream. So I actually put that up yesterday, so it had been available to you this morning, but I appreciate you would probably normally expect stuff to be available in the DM for you. Or the get out of that. Don't want to mess with those things. Bit of Goldaroo. So yeah, that's probably why there was less, what's the word? Like context, I suppose. That isn't the word I was
I
looking
have
for.
finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me.
Well, there's a boss in
I
it
see things
called the
as they truly
Adjudicator. It's
are.
like
this conspiracy
halfway
among
through.
the
Obviously,
insolent
you don't have to go
townsfolk to
particularly
weaken
in
me
Demon
by
Souls, you
stealing
can do it
Albrecht
later on,
away
but,
will not stand.
But yeah, the next boss,
the heads of
I
their
think,
women and
takes
children on
inspirations from
pikes
the
will bring
Adjudicator.
them clarity.
Because although the re-release is very recent, the original was out before this.
Your bravery has not wavered once. I salute you, sir. I learned not to give into fear long ago.
Well, yeah, that'll happen with being a necromancer. So it must be this way. We didn't need the health, but we might as well use it. It's kind of by the by anyway. It was just an observation. I like the style. It appeals to my nerdle ways. Oh right, we're not at it yet. Fair enough. We've got another boss. Another dungeon before we get to that. I need to send my dudes in a bit more frequently. Explosion. Going ham. The stun on the basic attack is really quite nice. Can't fault an additional stun because it's not your damage dealer; it's the the way you build up your other damage dealer. Getting a cheeky stun is pretty nice, particularly good on the bosses.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leon.
Don't lose your head.
My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion.
Oh, right, yeah, that's why I came here. Your blessing, of course, missus. It's not going to work out well for you being enclosed in cells here when I could explode the first corpse in there and murk you all off. 35. No. I don't know why I didn't see that sooner. That's pretty nice. Oh, right, okay. It's not quite as much poison. We'll keep that as it was. That's better. It is more damage and more toughness, less recovery. Alright, we'll use the mace. Oh no, it's a two-hander. Yeah, I didn't want that. Yeah, we'll keep that as it is. No hope. Templar. High well, by fighting on the enemies. How about that?
A mighty adversary.
My essence is too low.
Stun party. Good stuff. More loot. Careless bones. Nice. Yeah, I barely use my 3. I better use my... I can't use my 4. I need to use my 4 a bit more often.
Thank the gods.
Who dares? I dare, mate. Gonna be daring all sorts of things. Skeletons in on him. Stunt life out of him. Oh, didn't consider that. Where are these boyos at? Can we... I don't know if I can get them to do that. They will go round eventually, I think, but... Alright, I can get them through the wall.
All must serve the cycle.
Oh, they're serving. They're serving now. Soft serve, to be fair. Minced. Bone spear, corpse explosion, good night, sweet prince. Well, let's go fully to this area.
You will make a fine cook.
Yeah, like that. The first episode like has the subtitle "The Power Creep" on the thumbnail because it seems so strong. Like I would not be having it this easy playing Barbarian. I can tell you that much. Not at all. And like that was part of the reason I had it on normal because I was expecting it to like still be hard enough on my own. But
so take pride in this.
Level 20. Passive swap. Executioner. As soon as one's dead, the corpse of the others are going to finish him. So new passive. Let's have a look. Swift harvesting. Increase the attack speed of bone spikes. Yeah, okay, that's all right. Commander of the Dead. The essence cost of commanding skeletons and cooldown of commanding golem are reduced. Nah. I think we'll take swift harvesting. Quicker standard attack is just more DPS in it. Okay, well we found another couple here.
I am free.
Yes, you are, mate. Enjoy that. Oh right, I get it. So we were like really trying to get people to buy it. Fair enough, and I mean it is good. It is good. I don't know what it does for the balance because like there is PvP in there if you want to, but I do think it's more than balanced, to say the least. Propped me 4 too late there. Never mind. So there's one little bony boy left that we've not seen.
Fit to release me from this torment.
The gods? There was no god involved. I did it. What are you giving the gods my credit for? Get enough credit. Yeah, seen him. Spotted him. Put an army back on.
after so
Lucky
long.
focus
Dear
corpse.
champion, my servants are now free, but the curse over this place remains. Seek the warden at the dungeon center and end his evil forever.
Alright, so we've got some gems going now. Very nice. So we can slot one of them in there if we want. I don't know if we can do that here. Dexterity or thorns and intelligence. Alright, sweet, we can, yeah. So, yeah, good stuff. We don't want life each kill. Area damage on hit is pretty nice. 5 XP is pretty nice. Nothing there that really gives us anything more, so move on. Suck it to me.
I'm afraid not.
The grave beckons.
They're beckoning all sorts of graves now. Apparently it wants us to go this way first.
Am I alone here? Must I do this myself? So please, face me. And repent your crime.
It was that easy. One combo minted. And really, if anything, it was the exploded corpse that killed him. Like, some of the elite fat boys are harder than that. Again, I'm aware I could have made it difficult if I really wanted it to be hard, but I guess we have to go down this way. I mean, you're very unlikely to get anything good out of those like weapon cabinets and stuff like that, but
You
big bad boy armor.
corpse.
Come on in. Holds of Agony level 3. I don't know how many levels there are. There's either 3 or 4, I think. Banging.
That is not reason.
They deny him. They're getting murked. So we need to sacrificial heads. Let's have a little go at them. Little tickle. The boss is coming up momentarily. I thought it was in the other dungeon, but it'll be in this one. So we just need to get down hither, I think. Good. Don't get yourself set on fire, fellas. It's not what we need at this time. It's got to be over this way, I think. Because just the old reference show, the layouts are randomised, so as much as the boss will be the same boss as I'm aware from last time, the layout of the kills is different. So even if I did have loads of experience with the game, you wouldn't necessarily know which way is the right way anyway. You just gotta head in a vague direction and hope for the best.
You will make a fine corpse.
Nephilim power. Try down here. I'm at range on corpse explosion.
I need more bodies. You think my summoners can just conjure up a demon whenever it pleases them?
We must have blood. Fresh blood, mind you. And human flesh to bolster our magic. I will be expecting a reply from you shortly.
That sounds like my kind of magic. Flesh and blood. Okay, these guys are a little tankier though. I'm gonna last past that torch at present. I thought that might get him and crush him back into the hole there, but it didn't. Diamond, very nice. Yeah, here we go now. It's gotta be Chamber of Suffering. Here we go.
Leah must be back in Tristram crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the butcher.
I love a butcher's. There he is. That boy.
Fresh meat.
Yeah, don't worry yourself, mate. It's alright.
Run, coward.
Stun on me. Ah, get out the fire. Get out the fire. You will live. Set me a little bit on fire, but we smashed him.
My bag
This class is
full.
okay, let's can we portal away and then sell that and then come back? I think we can. I didn't expect it to be quite that easy.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested in.
Hey there, Shivraj. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Yourself? How are you doing? We are just selling all of this tat.
What skill should I master?
Oh, so diamond is a gem in that capacity. So that's Dex. Okay, so yeah, Topaz is intelligence related, Valtalon, hostile wings. Alright, quiver. Cool. Well, let's go back and pick up this other loot. I mean, they shouldn't be, like, they do get harder. Like, this is still Act 1, this is, you know, this is still the tutorial, effectively. So, not really. Like, they do get harder, but not, like, this is only on normal mode as well. They would be considerably harder otherwise. So yeah, that is a taker. And see, that's got Dex on it, but I mean, slightly better for us. Let's identify this mace. I'm not sure that'll be a keeper. Yeah, two-handed. We're not interested. Magic scythe. Yeah, we're not really interested in that either. Good luck with the exam, Shivraj. Best of luck with them, my friend. I'm sure you'll do very well.
The blood and gore may soil our armor, but our souls remain pure.
Well, speak for yourself, mate. I've got raised an army of skeletons. I don't think I'm that pure. They were, at one point, they were just dudes walking around. Oh, and they're giving him the old soul binding experience. Been bursted. Let's just pick him up.
I am dying.
That is no way to treat your friends. I could raise you back from the dead. Don't worry about death. You'll be fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now. I was an archangel.
The you know, normal does scale, but then hard is a lot harder,
justice.
and then you know whatever the other nightmare or whatever the other modes are called, it'd just be ridiculous.
Tyrael.
Tyrael, you're not a stranger anymore.
You have restored my mind, friend, and now I remember the warning I came to deliver.
Are you ready, Joe? Are you ready?
The last lords of hell
Are you ready, Joe?
are
It's
unleashing
coming.
a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldeum.
Good stuff, Shivranch. Well, I say, by all means, you feel free to drop in as you see fit, my friend.
Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
Return to Tristram and view a cutscene.
Time grows short, my friends.
And how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard...
There is time enough for that.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
My friend, shall we depart to Chaldeum?
I swear it's at this point, surely. Bear in mind, like 2013 this. Pretty good. Blizzard knew how to do cutscenes, even back then.
My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
I would know this.
Tyrion, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne. Silence!
You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
Big old hands on him. You grab your entire head.
I never believed all your crazy tales. It worked.
Crazy old man.
You never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Now, hopefully I didn't overhype it, Joe, but I think anybody can appreciate that's a pretty good game cutscene.
I must leave
I
Tristram.
can't remember any of the others being as good as that, unfortunately, but that one is one of my personal faves.
Within Chaldeum.
Oh, we're off to Chaldeum now.
The Lord of Lies is hiding there.
The Lord of Lies.
Somewhere within the great city.
Star. Thank you very much. Lovely tea there. So, before we get on to the hidden camp, I'm just going to have to nip to the loo because I started early. So, I'll not be able to last. Be right back. And we're back. Let Act 2 begin. Yeah, I'm glad you liked it, Joe. I'm glad I didn't overhype it. Yeah, I actually think they could do an amazing Diablo film. Like, particularly, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't do Diablo 3 or, you know, Diablo 4 now, I suppose, when that's out. But yeah, I think, I mean, because the World of Warcraft film was alright. Like, I don't really know anything about World of Warcraft, but I know it wasn't, like, faithful to the lore. But it was pretty good.
What skill should I master?
Yeah, wait, well, this exactly get killed or not. God. Oh yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, I wouldn't wait anywhere other than in the village. Definitely not, because yeah, it will get me murked.
Here we are, Chaldean.
Yeah, like
Uncle Deckard.
they're so good at cutscenes, Blizzard. I would say. Like I'm not into World of Warcraft, but like the Shadowlands cutscene is really good, in my opinion. But yeah, as I was saying there, like the World of Warcraft movie, like they were involved with it. I know that much. I don't know how much the people that work on the game cutscenes were behind animating that film, but it was a pretty good animated film.
I am not a god. I am Ashira, commander of the Iron Wall.
Where did you last see her?
She's heading towards...
You're not a main character, I don't care.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court.
Look at her waddling around. Let's just check out Zimmerchanto.
I find all sorts of things down in the aqueducts.
I bet you do.
I like the shiny ones the best.
So that would be for the Crusader, yeah, so it is the Crusader. So let's talk to Lear again.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Oh,
just see that you get out again in one piece.
Through the back passage.
Be careful. Alcarnus sounds
through
like
the old
Magda's
waste
trap.
pipes. I don't think
the inner
they'll
city
sell us
is
any
priceless,
gems, will they?
maybe.
Oh, maybe
But
they
the
will.
quality is worth every coin.
Repair. Yeah, all right. I don't know how much we'll be using the rest of these items. Earlier in the game, you don't tend to need to repair too much, but we'll get that
All
done.
this pain and suffering. This
No, we
is
didn't
what
need to come in
happened
here.
to
Is there another...
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner,
All these people being locked out of the city has really helped my
I don't want to pay $6,000 for it really. They're pretty good though. I will pay $6,000 for those. Cool. 338 intelligence now. That's pretty good. Have you ever watched the Astartes shorts on the channel? Astartes, like he's a really good. Well, I think it's he's a really good animator. But there are a good few now people animating like unofficial Warhammer 40k stuff, and I just don't know why they haven't made a Warhammer 40k film. Like, get it on Netflix or Amazon Prime or one of those things, and it would absolutely pop off.
But I can see them for what
Like,
they are.
fanboys of 40k just want a film. A nice 3D animated film.
But my death
and those sorts of people absolutely have a passion for it and do a really good job. So I would love to see some of that. But yeah, equally the people that work for Blizzard and put those sorts of cutscenes together do a really good job. We'll be dropping rocks on me, yo. Get through this passage.
Be careful. They are very near to us.
Where?
You should never have come. Demons will face to your bones.
Demons will do nothing, mate.
I've missed killing these
in terms of the animation and stuff like that, it's as good. But it's just, I just like the conflict in that, and the bad angel being like sacrilege.
My name is Arena.
They'd be like, no, mate, I'm not one of you. I'm a man.
I am also
that's that's the thing that gets the hairs on my neck standing.
Captain, from behind.
Sorry, hit you with a quality bone spear there, boys. Just blow those up because we can. Wasn't essential. Need to talk to Jarulf.
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Are there more of them ahead?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Not really from
the cultist magic
film
seems to be
as such. There's it's an audio drama, not an audio book. It's one of the short books in 40k. There's a scene between an Inquisitor and a Grey Knight's captain. And I mean, Inquisitors have the Emperor's own authority, so they're kind of a law unto themselves. But the Grey Knights, as an Astartes chapter, also are a law unto themselves. So they come to a head, and the captain of the Grey Knights turns round to the Inquisitor and gives him the old, "You forget your place, Inquisitor."
I will seek out
And
any
that,
other traces of their magic.
Certainly does something for me. That gives me a rumble in the nether regions. So yeah, that's one. It's not a film though. But again, I'd love them to do a film of that. Or that sort of thing. That would certainly work for me. But aside from that, none of the 40k games have really ever grabbed me, so no. But then, other than that, it would really be this cutscene. Like, it's one of the only cutscenes that really stands out for me.
How should I trade?
In any game. What about yourself, Joe? Anfer? Do either of you have a particular film or game or other medium that stood out for you as
this world can abide you
getting
no
the hairs on the back of the
longer.
neck standing up? I've got to say as well, I will not have done the "you forget your place in justice," or I am not an Astartes.
What a monstrous creature!
Magic pants. Slightly less damage, but more toughness. I think it's probably worth. They're an upgrade. They're the ones we took off. What is that item that Alright, Neckite. We haven't got any amulets or anything as yet. Sweet. Keep going. Oh, well. Come on, Wormy. Disrupt the ritual. And disrupt the secret altar. They could have used a different adjective there, or verb rather. You know, destroy would have been certainly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll give you the Balrog scene. I'll give you that. That is pretty awesome too. I'll give you that. Because back then as well, like, you know, CGI in films wasn't at that level, generally speaking. Obviously, Lord of the Rings had a massive budget. So yeah, I'll give you that. Balrog scene is a good one. Get one.
These enemies defy all reason.
Oh, got the bone for this proc in there. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen occasionally. But yeah, throughout this next act, we'll start to get to the point where I think the enemies will actually start to be a challenge. But then maybe not for this class. I don't know. I've not been using the bone armor either. Really, they don't seem to come near enough to me to hit me. I think if you limit yourself to not using the skeleton guards, maybe it's a bit harder because the golem didn't seem quite as good.
Your death nears.
I couldn't comment on Avengers. I'm not really into Marvel superhero stuff, but I can appreciate why that would. You know, he's the main character, he's the head honcho, and he's, you know, calling people to action. That it seems a reasonable thing to get that effect. Worse and worse. Never mind.
The Lord of Lies is as cunning as he is vile. We'll need to use our wits to defeat him.
Attack on Titan's the anime, isn't it? Like, you know this, Fern. You know I'm not into anime. I think I tried watching One Punch Man, and like, with just like the purple dude. Like, Dragon Ball Z was fine. Like, I enjoyed Dragon Ball Z as a nipper, but I can't do it. And I vaguely know, like, the art style of Attack on Titan, and it puts me about. It just, I don't know, it just makes me feel a little bit weird. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, somebody else enjoying it. I'm not for a moment saying that somebody else shouldn't. Just, I can't get past that, for me. Alright, and Fern agrees with the Hammer, who thought Hammer Captain America vibe. Final cutscene for Binding of Isaac. Well, I have that to look forward to at some point. Might take me a while though. Where exactly? I don't know. Give me the mini-map though. Have I missed the cut-off? Because I was too busy talking about Attack on Titan. We'll have to go back and look. I feel like it has to be that way. But yeah, obviously, you know, things like that, really popular. Obviously, the old Disco Biscuits is a fan of One Punch Man. He's tried to blag me to watch that a couple of times. Not too hard in his defense, just giving his opinion on it. And the concept is appealing enough, but in practice, like, I couldn't watch anything like that dubbed. But then on the flip side, I'm not hardcore enough to watch it in native language either. We can't have missed something here, can we? Surely. I feel like this is just a big circle, and we haven't missed anything. Well, other than a bit of gold. It's a shame there's no sprint function. Oh, right, okay, there is a little path here we didn't take. Of course, that's the way to level 2. Give me your loot chest. Oh, got some gems too. Very nice. Can't use Warden's Voyage. Vitality. Yep, definitely. Yeah, we've got the bad armor going now. Okay, so this is the end of the dungeon. Pick up another Diamante. Yeah, that's quite good actually, Joe. Yeah, that's a fair one, man. Yeah, when you join Darkflare Karth, whatever his name is, yeah, and you walk away and you're like, yeah, I am the true Dark Lord. Yeah, I'll give you that. That one was a good one. Again, though, quality of the cutscene.
More hidden footprints.
Not, not the reason. It was just because of the, the weight of the decision in terms of the game world and, the trials you face to get there on your first playthrough.
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting parts.
Let's see, hidden conclave.
That needs to recharge.
There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
Well, we have freed you now, peasants. Enjoy yourselves. And those vases gave me a funny look, so we'll take them down a peg.
More hidden footprints.
More hidden footprints. Well, reveal them to me then.
Prepare for a long fight!
Goes on them. Soldier mind. Yep, definitely good. Oh, that's the socketed one. Alright, so we did equip the other one. Never mind. I'm willing. I've got to say, right, it doesn't fall into the category we've discussed because it's not a cutscene as such, but the intro music or like the theme music on can she like do something about this bridge? Oh right, no, we've got to do the other thing first, haven't we? The theme music from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, I think it is, and that is a right mouthful, by the way. Yeah, it's proper like J-rock, like popping off. But yeah, I really used to like that music. So yeah, that's another one. Corpses. I feel like it's going to be around this edge here. Is it not this one? No. Big lizard. Is that hers? I think it's hers. Oh no, that hurts me. Okay. It's an enemy attack. Or maybe it just can hurt us. I don't know. I feel like it might have been the enemy that did that though. Ah, there we go.
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
The ritual is yep, it's over, my friend.
I thought I was dead.
Well, you're not. Just yet. Maybe later. But I can always raise you as a skeleton warrior, and to be fair, mate, I think you'll be of more promise in that role.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
I'll raise her as my niece.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here.
More than likely, I am the protagonist. Sweet.
That is not possible.
I know, because it's a corpse. I was trying to use number 1. Press number 2. Another heart item. Any good? Nope. Back to the Briage.
I think it is time for you to know my true tale.
Can you not just
I
make
am
the
not
bridge?
from Chaldeum. Ali trained us.
The pro.
Nope, we don't want the Enchantress.
Now
we are not
to the
interested.
Kasim outpost.
Suffering Spine is worse. Explosion. Crunch. They just don't stand a chance, do they, bless them? No. No. Nothing here. XP proc though. Is this a donjon? Or just a little bit of no, a little bit of a dead end with a dead villager. Well, I was expecting the elites in this area to be a little bit more powerful than they are, but never mind. Alright, here we go,
that needs to recharge.
22. Army of the Dead, new skill. So that sounds quite intriguing.
To town.
No, we didn't want to. I didn't want to cancel. Good. So is it that one? That's bone armor. I think I'd prefer bone spirit.
Such
frailty.
waste, such ruin. What drives
Instantly
these
kills enemies at
cultists to
low
commit these
health.
terrible deeds?
Yeah, we'll take that as the new 3. Devour, revive. Oh, okay, that's pretty good if you're playing online, I suppose, but not required. Army of the Dead. Summons a massive army of death to pummel a target location. Yeah, I think this is still better though. Like that's like an attack as opposed to a summon. So we've got a lot of our abilities now, and we're kind of set with where we are, other than this one maybe. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So on one hand, it's a shame that we're kind of like, this is the loadout we're using now, but on the other hand, at least we've unlocked it. Mufasa getting worse. I'm sorry to laugh at the death of Mufasa. Yeah, The Lion King was like my absolute favourite film as a kid. Like, I used to watch it. So yeah, I agree with you on that. But like, not the same as, like, because I think that got me from like a child point of view. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, there's nothing to say there's nothing wrong with it getting you as an adult. But that sort of got me as like a, you know, as an innocent. Whereas some of the other stuff you mentioned, you know, gets me from a mature sort of understanding the semantics point of view.
That needs to recharge. Give it more time.
Give it more time. I'll give it no time. How's about that? Oh, he's punching now.
Your death that is not possible.
To be honest though, I don't know about this frailty one, because I actually think that's pretty good. Cursed enemies have a chance of being stunned. Yeah, that seems better. I don't mind it as a debuff. Like, I don't need every ability to be damaged, but I think it, like, dealing damage when they're at low health is basically the same as just any other ability anyway. So we've got ruins there. I think we'll head in there now. It's level 1. Looking pretty dank in here.
My essence is too low.
I thought that did a thing then. Fair enough, yeah, I'll give you the Luke, I am your father thing. But does he actually say that? I swear that's one of those things that it's like, it's a misconception that he doesn't actually say that. And there's like, there's a theory that it's kind of like either a time travel theory or like a group delirium theory, where it's like thousands of people believe that it said, Luke, I am your father, and there's the argument that it's like, well, it categorically doesn't. Like, if you watch the film, it doesn't say that. But is it possible that we also, I mean, I actually haven't seen the old Star Wars, I'm not really into Star Wars, but like, is it possible that everybody saw that version and then something altered the timeline and now it doesn't say that, but we all believe it did because that is what we saw at the time? And it's similar enough that it's like, you still believe that that's the case? Or, on the other hand, is it just that somebody famous said, oh, it says, Luke, I am your father, and you just believe that it's close enough that you go, okay. So it's a weird one, that, but I don't actually think that is the wording, but only because I've heard that thing said about it. Let's have a look at these braces then, give them a little look. Get them opened up. More toughness, less damage. Fire skills deal more damage, strength and vitality. Not what we're here for. Rare Templar relic.
I was not trained to use that.
Okay, cool. Well, we shall not use it then. I've not been trained to use a book, so I won't use it. Corpse explosion after another. They'll make the new corpse to deal more explosions. Seems good. Doesn't seem to use much essence, that either. Essence of Necro. But they're like, there are a few other things like that. I can't remember if any of the other examples. It was only because you mentioned the Darth Vader thing that I remembered at all.
That is not possible.
Find the outpost. Alright, that isn't... Yeah, I don't think there's actually a mission within this dungeon. I think we're just taking a look around. Crunchy, crunchy.
This world can abide you no longer.
Nice. Just the old 2-1 skeleton jamboree into exploding corpse combo. That'll see him off. Yeah, dead end. Ah, right, okay, fair enough.
The Enchantress is
I'll give you that one a go. So the wording's there, it's just the sort of the phrasing.
No.
I didn't know the exact of it, as I say. I'm not a Star Wars fan as it is, but thank you very much for double checking that. So it's no Luke, I am your father. Or people just hear the Luke, I am your father bit. Fair enough. But yeah, if you're interested in that sort of stuff, like I wouldn't go as far as to call it like a conspiracy theory, but it's just yeah, it's just weird that like a certain percentage of the population are convinced that a certain event occurred in this way, and actually, like if you check the history books, it didn't. But if that many people believed it to be the case, you've got to sort of give it some credence that there's either a reason for it or there's something fishy about it. So I think we've cleared out this place, but I'm not 100%. Normally you get a little sort of, do you want to leave? But we might have just missed the doorway to the next floor. Squidging those bugs down there. Yeah, I think we'll just leave. I don't think we need to be in here. I think this was optional. Stinging winds.
This world can abide you no longer.
And it definitely has not. Just corpse explosions, just so broken. It's just such a good ability. Just build up a little bit of essence on that fella so we can gank the next crew.
That is not possible.
Didn't seem to do much damage, but they did clobber me. Cool. Yeah, it might be that. Yeah, Mandala effect or something like that. Yeah, that's something like that. Sounds about right.
The night
I'm sort of partially knowledgeable on some things, but I know I know very little to a complete degree. So I'm glad I had you here, Joe. Ah, right, okay, there is a level 2. I was beginning to think we did need to get into the level 2 of this, so, I mean, M is definitely that. Oh, is it tab, actually? Oh, it's tab, yeah. So it must be down there. Thank you for reminding me of that, Fern. I brought up that menu by accident earlier on, so I don't know why I was such a pleb about it. Is this a new tea? Or is this the tea from earlier? It must be the one from earlier, because it's drinkable now. Today's stream brought to you by the wonder of green tea. Get yours in all good tea retailers now. So we march. How should I... Oh, right. Oh, do we level him up? Oh, right. Okay, I forgot we can give him abilities.
A worthy
Taunt
choice.
enemies. Enemies are hit by slowed.
I would have
Massive
chosen
blow.
the same.
And
Useful skill.
increase resources. Why not? Yeah, I'm not gonna make him take the abilities that heal us, because I've got him here for his voice acting, not for his martial prowess or keeping me alive abilities. So we've just got him, you know, with attacks. I mean, he's doing nowhere near the output of our skeleton warriors, so I think it's reasonable. Bash. And increased resources isn't terrible, so we'll be grateful of that. I don't think we'll get much more though, to be fair. Oh. He needs gear. Oh right, yeah, he's got no gear, he's naked, he's a naked man. Well, to be honest, I don't mind him being naked. Like, I actually, the premise was to play it solo. I might see, I might give him this book because that's like something that only he can use. Is it a neck, shoulders? Oh.
This will aid me.
Relic. So where does that go then? Or is it? Oh, is it specifically for him? Yeah, because it's a follower thing. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Give him those pants. And rubbish axe. You can have those.
Ah, good.
And
no.
Nope. Why is that? Is it says level 17, so I don't see why not.
I can't use that.
Well, okay, the rest of it is not for you at the moment, sir. Okay, we'll give him that though, because that is not something he already has, is it? Oh no, it's... oh, he's got that one. Well, we'll equip those ones. Okay. Well, we're going to teleport back now.
I need to go back.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about him dealing like loads of damage and stuff like that. If we were playing hard, then yeah, I would. So there's a blacksmith, or the artisan, there's a crafting. Well, the third one I equipped. Still don't want to train. I'll increase my training. That's a reasonable thing to spend the gold on at this point. And then we'll just go to a shopkeeper and get rid of the tap.
There ain't no gas. Sure, there's more buyers in the city, but I like it up here. Better view. No pesky guards.
Cool, good stuff. And then I think we can afford another level in that. I know, 20k, that's fine. Good stuff. Where's my portal? It is there. And away we go. I like that feature. I completely forgot that was a feature. As is the boss.
A glorious development.
Do we unlock anything new? New Devour rune. Well, we don't use Devour, so that's irrelevant. Skellies. Nice. Well, there is level 2 as promised.
I rarely
you didn't lead me astray there, Fern. I can only be grateful of that.
After the order took me in, I had little need to travel.
Now then, Sean Bean, you keep quiet. We didn't ask to hear your backstory. Veiled crystal.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
That is wrong. I pressed the F keys rather than the 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, the distance is actually there, but not much. Sly something wand. Nobody needs a sly wand, you don't want coming back and doing stuff beyond that.
Do not fear the end.
Oh, no. Catch him. Good work, lads. Good work. Give me the loot. Good stuff. Well, I think we handled that very nicely. Yep, corpses will work well on there. I don't know how a swarm of flies suddenly drop a corpse the size of half a cow, but we'll not question it.
Some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell.
So have
but they are the greatest of the demons,
here?
and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the
so there is level 2, but it's not
Belial,
actually
Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel,
not actually required.
and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Because I don't think the Qasim outpost is here, is it? Well, we'll try further north there. Ah, another lost satchel.
Belial, Lord of Lies, is the most elusive of the 7 evils, and is a master of deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the prime evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war, which ended with the...
I need you to open the gate.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
David with a Y. He's a bit of a G. Likes to mix things up a little bit.
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice.
Not
a
quite.
gift from Lord Belial.
Or he's setting you up to fail.
It's very
No,
possible.
he would never betray me. Strike him down.
Not a moment too soon.
Thank
They
you.
plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town.
I mean, what I've got in mind for you isn't necessarily much better. Come on then, Iron Wolves, let's get out here. Bang.
Did Magda go to Arcanus?
Yes, we've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Then I'll be on my way.
I'll be on my way, I'll be doing some slaughtering. Look at me, an absolute G-stepper. Yeah, more damage, we'll take it. Any of these give me anything better?
That is not for me.
Nah, it's for a specific kind of flora, is it? Enchantress, alright. Cool, well, we're not bringing the Enchantress with us either way, so it doesn't matter.
It can't be far. The night embraces you.
So we're back to Stinging Winds. Better than a Stinging Passage, I suppose. Hey there, Shivraj. Nice to see you back, my friend. Hopefully you enjoyed your dinner. I'll be having some myself once we finish the stream here today. Another hour.
We camped, lying in wait
I've got to say, I am really looking forward to doing some multiplayer if people are interested.
We are
At the bare minimum, I know I'll be able to.
I have heard tales of this hero wading through our ranks, slaughtering us as if we were children.
We'll do some co-op at least, but
tonight.
we'll play at the very least hard mode, if not something above that. Yeah, quite right. I'm not feeling overly challenged. It's still really enjoyable, but it's not a challenge at this stage. Vegemite sandwich. I mean, if I didn't already know you were in Australia, that properly gives it away. I mean, I know... Well, I take it it's the same catchphrase as Marmite. I know it is either love or hate, but like, I cannot understand how you put that in your mouth. It's like tar. Ugh, not my vibe. I don't know what I fancy, to be honest myself. I think I might have some pet chicken sausages, not affiliated with it. Just that out.
Embraces you.
But yeah, they're a much nicer alternative to a pork sausage, in my opinion. So I might have some of them on a little wrap, something like that. But, I will say, not to say you shouldn't be enjoying your Vegemite though, Joe. By all means, you crack on and do what you feel's best. But I myself could not imagine a world in which I would put that in and around my mouth in any way. I'm loving the bone armor look though. Like, part of me doesn't really want it, but. So what about versus that one? Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than that one. So we'll de-equip that.
That is not possible. Decay and rot.
Bless him, getting in there with his little spear, doing like 2 DPS. It's like crumpets and tea. I mean, like, I think if you're asking on average, the answer is probably yeah. But I don't like typical, you know, like English breakfast tea.
I am blind.
I like green tea, but I don't like your typical tea. If I'm having a brew for that purpose, I'll probably have a coffee or a green tea. I don't mind a crumpet. I've got to say, if you do a crumpet right, it's a beautiful thing. But it's not something that I go. It's not something I go overboard to arrange. What, crumpets and tea or a Vegemite sandwich, Fern? I'm guessing you mean crumpets and a cup of tea.
Disappeared one by one.
Fern, I happen to know, does appreciate a cup of tea, so.
Only I was left.
So that is probably the more likely of the two, I'd have thought.
Don't have much time.
But yeah, now you've said it, Joe. I mean, a crumpet, as I say, it can be a wonderful thing.
I released the fiend that lay deep within the cave. Then lured the cultists.
Come on, mate. You're wounded. You're wounded. Just get to the end of it.
Ensure they're all dead. And kill that horror before it.
Finally. Never known somebody take as long to jot it.
We cannot control it any longer.
Dervish Lord, killing Dervish himself. Black tea is king. Yeah, I couldn't think of the appropriate descriptor there, but yeah, it's a black tea, isn't it? Yeah, no, green tea's the way forward. Black tea's it's not the king at all. Every news channel in Australia is talking about your queen's husband dying, and I'm sick of it. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch TV, but yeah, well, like I watch our TV, but not like terrestrial channels, like generally like a streaming service of some kind. But yeah, apparently it's been all over the place. They took the music off the radio and stuff as well, didn't they? And I mean, fair enough. Like, everybody's welcome to grieve in their own way, but yeah, it's not something that's taken up any of my time. So yeah. But yeah, it does surprise me that it's It's taking up Australian airtime as well. So we need to find Alchemus still, which I take it is not in that dungeon. Presumably off to the right then. We are too. I take it you mean sick of it. I mean, I think you know, a day is probably enough. But you know, each to their own. Some people are really into, like, you know, the royal family and stuff like that. So I'm not saying they shouldn't have their time if they want it, but it's not something that'll occupy my time. I'm too busy exploding corpses.
That needs to recharge.
I know, because I used it inadvertently.
No.
Is he already dead? Get boys on him. Well, the boilers, the boys solo, isn't there? Doomchasm. The trousers are called Doomchasm. That seems awfully suspect. And if it's in them, it'll give me intelligence, resistance, strength, vitality. So we will socket those two. So that's intelligence and vitality. That gives me intelligence, so it will go in that one. Good stuff. We're getting some good items here. Not as much intelligence there. Okay. Cracking. Right, they're all doing like that. I mean, look, in fairness, you would expect that to be quite easy. Like, he lived a long time, like, he's, you know, and he had the means to get stuff done, didn't he? So, I can't imagine it'd be too hard to cobble together, you know, an hour on stuff he got done. Yeah, all stand in a circle, guys. That's really working to your advantage. We'll try it again.
Thank the gods.
Do not worry about
I've told you this before.
Go.
Don't thank the gods. Thank me and my skeleton crew. Frenzied hell already in the next Take that back. Do you like iced coffee? Because that's the best drink. Wait until you get the stinky pants. They're pretty funny. And no iced coffee. Alright, so I'm guessing there's an item called stinky pants, as opposed to, like, you saying if you drink iced coffee you'll have an accident, to put it that way. Yeah, I don't like iced coffee. I don't really rate coffee as a cold beverage. Now, if what you're saying is like an iced latte with, you know, sugar in it and stuff like that, then what you're saying is you like a coffee-flavoured milkshake. And that I can understand, but not get behind. I don't like the taste of that. But if what you're saying is you like a... Because when I drink coffee, I have a black coffee, that's it. So it's literally just coffee. You know, if you like that cold, fair enough, you know, more power to you. But I can't get my head around the taste. Whereas if what you're saying is you like a, you know, a latte or a mocha or whatever turned into a, you know, a sweetened, iced, milky beverage, then I can understand that. But essentially, in my opinion, that becomes a coffee milkshake.
Fear the end.
And I can understand it, but not my preference if I was going to be having a milk-based beverage.
At last, these poor souls.
Fern will never betray Tim. I am not surprised at that. I certainly would never dare to question that assertion. I've never had any Victoria Bitter. Is it Victoria Bitter that stands for, VB? I think it's Victoria Bitter. I've never had any. I'm not sure you can really get it in the UK, but I am aware that that is a staple of the Australian people, particularly in the Victoria area. I would try it. I've got nothing against the bitter. I don't really drink a lot of beer now, if I'm honest, but I've got nothing against it. I don't mind bitter. I would try it if I got the opportunity. And I'm sure it has some merit, you know, I'm sure there's enough fans of it to back it as a solid beverage. But I've never tried it myself. Oh, they make a gas on that. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm guessing that's just thrown in there for the memes, as opposed to being a legit item. But yeah, we might give them a go if their stats match up with our needs in terms of intelligence. We shall try them out. But I'm really only interested in our DPS. The rest of it is, by the by, tortured victim. Well, they appear to be very tortured. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it in the UK, like in like even in Costco and stuff like that. I appreciate that's you know, an American brand more so than, you know, particularly having Australian stuff in there. But like I'm not surprised to see certain overseas products there. So I'd have thought if I was going to see it, I'd see it in somewhere like that. But I've never seen it over here. But I know the brand. Like I would recognise it if I seen it. But is it a typical bitter like say like a John Smith's or Tetley's or something like that?
Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little
The snags at Bunnings. So I know what a snag is. It's like a hot dog, but with a. Or I think I know what one is. It's like a hot dog, but with just a piece of bread. Funnily enough, I had some fried chicken with that piece of bread, so I had a bastard snag of some kind, a chicken version. Let's just go mad and drop all the details.
That needs to reach out.
Well, Magda is no more. We banged her. Drop the DPS. But yeah, I've heard of Bunnings. I seen a thing when there was, you know, when there was all the bushfires and stuff. They were like trying to, you know, make sure people were fed.
While
and then like people who don't eat meat, I'm not sure what particular group it was, were kicking off saying they, you know, I shouldn't do it.
Together we took control.
Which makes no sense because, you know, I'm sure plenty of the people there either have nothing against eating meat or do eat meat quite, you know,
bringing the coven to glory under Lord Belial.
You know, I don't think they should be saying you shouldn't feed people that. Like it's everybody's own choice, and if they're providing a charitable service, I don't see why that would be a problem. But I am aware of their name, although of course I've never been there. Well, I meant more of so I take it then it's specifically a type of sausage as opposed to like a hot dog. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of your typical hot dog personally. It is, yeah, as you say, very very processed. Am I better? Yeah, we need to teleport out of there.
Back.
But yeah, I would, yeah, personally, I like a Cumberland or a Lincolnshire, sort of a seasoned sausage as opposed to your typical
Chaldeum is still
pork.
in
But as I say, I don't tend to eat a lot of pork anymore.
Before she died,
I do buy chicken sausages here and there.
That Belial's treachery
but I'm not
goes
really a
even
fan of
deeper
pork
than we
anymore.
suspected.
Nothing specific, just the flavour, really. I just don't think it's as nice. There we go, Tyrell.
I killed Magda. Before she passed, she claimed that Belial used the Imperial Guard to capture Leah.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
We need to get into the city.
So it looks like we're going through the sewers. So these boots are better, less toughness, but it's fine. More DPS, it's fine. Now that is a lot more DPS, but it's a two-hander. We're not interested in that. So we are now going to sell off all that tats, and then we're going to head off into the city, I believe.
Hey, you, come here. Got some new stuff for you to look at.
I read that then, Joe. Because we were just on about hot dogs. I read that as I've never liked hot dog tea, and I was like, what the hell is that? Like, is it like you use the brine and sort of like, you know, dip a tea bag in, and then, you know, you've got like a salty tea. Oh, I can't imagine anything worse. But yeah, hot tea, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, Lipton iced tea is, I'm assuming you mean like in like, you know, like a bottle or a can or whatever. Like, that is a soft drink. It's not the same as a cup of tea. And I'm painting myself as like the typical cliched Brit that loves tea. And as I've said, I only drink green tea, which isn't really, you know, the typical concept. But yeah, iced tea's a soft drink. And I like an iced tea, but it's like, it's got more sugar in than a can of Coke. So it's not really on a par. Hot dog. But yeah, hot dog tea. I'm gonna patent that now. I'm assuming it's not out. So you get the brine, bang that in, little drop of Lipton's just to sweeten it out, and then you chuck a green tea bag in there, stir it up, and then you just try and hold back your gag reflex and don't chunder. And you stick a little hot dog in it like a flake. And we served hot or cold.
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable.
Ashira, the Emperor is in
Let me
danger.
pass, Ashira.
I need to speak with him.
Look, all I need to do is kill one of these guards and then
Casino
corpse explosion it,
outpost
and
in
it's
You
gone.
have my thanks, and you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this man has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands.
Wait a minute, I'm just
we
talking
must
to this
see the
fat
Emperor
man.
at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass.
Demons!
I'm not liking my setup here just at the moment. I don't mind the blue, but I don't like the mismatch. But we're, you know, at this stage in the game, you just wear the best item, don't you? It's like, you know. Is that like a world chat or something? Has somebody joined this game?
Let's go.
I
I'll
don't
lead
think
you
they
to the
have.
palace.
But there was a message from somebody there.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me.
I think
My
that
guards
would count
tell
as
me you were
treason, not
responsible for the
dog tea.
massacre of innocent villagers
Yeah,
in
I mean,
O'Connor's.
I'm not sure you need hand drawing and quartering, but you definitely need sectioning
You are innocent.
if you're putting that combo
Why
together
do
and expecting to enjoy it.
spoken through my sewers. Bring her in.
Let me go!
I detest violence. Gods, I leave this matter in your hands.
I've got to say, I think that's probably the worst voice acting in the game. It does appear to be a child, so you can only expect so much. I'm not slating them. Certainly, you know, good level of success for their age if they're involved in a game such as this. So fair play to them. Escape the Imperial Palace.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get
Yeah,
there.
your guards are pretty awesome, by the way. Shit, they're doing so well. Stuntastic.
These demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
I think I have.
That is not possible.
Why? Because they were off screen? Don't give me excuses. Gosh.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. caves to the sewers.
We're through. Escape.
I found my mother, Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We must reach her.
So Magda was telling
The accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through.
Over here, we could use your help.
I mean,
we think we have found
whoever's behind Hot Dog Kid have to pay me a lot to consider them a sponsor. Especially if I had to consume any. Oh, something much worse. Because I'm not very good with like gag reflex. I think if I was forced to consume that, I'd probably be spewing fairly soon after. Lots more damage. Let's go.
Do not fear the end.
That is not possible.
Yeah. That's what you keep saying. Can we get through there? I thought there were loads of enemies charging them, but it turns out that was just my idea. Oh well. Damn it, I'm going the wrong way.
Prepare for a long fight!
I'm afraid
not. No, I think they might have crippled me there, but it doesn't really matter for us. We can manage being stationary. Tea tastes like grumpy. No. See, the thing is, it's you know, having the duality. It's having both. You know, you wouldn't want a tea that tastes like crumpets, because that'd invalidate the need for the crumpet, wouldn't it? And again, I say that as somebody that doesn't, you know, I don't subscribe to that being the beverage and food arrangement of choice, but surely you know, you want that disparity.
Adria should be up here.
Oh, she's being electrocuted.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone. We know of the three that the Horadrim used to trap the Primeval.
You can tell he's the leader because he's got a rattle tail.
This one.
Your master
He's divergent.
has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone.
No, I imagine the ideal beverage for a Brit would be Stella that tastes like tea.
Leah,
minimum 5% alcohol, but it's like a lovely cup of tea.
Darling, I've watched over you
Drink
all
pints
your
of the stuff
life,
without noticing.
but I never dared get close because of the.
Tell you now,
danger.
if you manufacture that, Joe, you'll be a wealthy man. Oh, they're not an enemy. That sounds like an awful lot of effort to go to for an arrangement that's already in place. But hey, who am I to shatter anybody's dreams? You never know. That could be the next big thing. Could be heralded as a god of culinary adventure, like the next Heston Blumenthal. Yeah, we'll just sell all that. Good stuff. See you later, friend. And we shall upgrade our craftsman. All right, yeah, don't shoot him. Sweet.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
Oh, I'm gonna have to nip away. I can't wait. I can't wait another 35 minutes. I'm
Then
gonna have
it's
to.
fate that we have
I
been
wanna be quick.
reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Herodric texts, only two evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself.
And we're in. Oh, I'll tell you what though, I cannot wait to get a haircut next week. I'm absolutely gagging for it. And that's a positive all round. Good stuff.
The
Talk to
guards
Leah.
were asking you about this. No. Yes.
We'll skip that when we get back into the action.
We can defeat
murderer, torturer,
25.
monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kuhl by the Horadrim, though it cost them dearly.
Oh, I was going to say, what happened there? I thought it just crashed.
I have a new ally.
I'm not sure this is a proper cutscene, but we'll watch it.
Adria. She believes that the Black Soul Stone will allow us to defeat the Lords of Hell.
I'm not sure if that's heresy. Not heresy, treason.
To be seen.
If it works, then I'll be a billionaire. Win-win, Joe. Win-win. Unless it's treason, and then they mess you up big time. But you'll be alright. Frost patch reducing enemy speed. No, I think the stun is probably still better. Let's check if is it crystallization. Each enemy hit. Nah, I don't think that's particularly good. Still only got one on that. Frenzy is still the way forward with that. Decrepify, Dizzying, yep, still the only one, and Bone Armor. Oh, so we've got Bone Spirit now. Launch a Bone Spirit will seek enemies, deals damage and impact. Yeah, we'll use that. I don't tend to use the Bone Armor much anyway, so it's another attack in it now. Fern confirming, yeah, that's treason. Definitely. So, we're at the hidden camp. What do we need to do? Find the oasis and the flooded causeway. I mean, it's saying go this way, so we'll go that way. Young whelps wobbling around. No game's complete without a sewer mission.
It's quite a maze down here, isn't it?
Yes, it is, mate. Thanks for that. Carla, not got very much for me, have you? I'm having another Vegemite sandwich.
Listen to me.
All the best with that.
The Lyle's guards are constantly watching me.
Are they?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the oasis.
Well, I'll let you off, Emperor. I'll let you off this once. Yeah, but the succession there, Joe, has a period of time involved. So for that point in time when you are not, I think you can be held to count or to account. Ring of Invasion. Is that a Dark Souls item? Probably not. It's 37 strength. No use to us.
Always wanted to fight some of these.
Oh no, don't stand in the line. It's alright, it's quite slow. I'm appointed. Yeah, I'm not overly a fan of the Bone Spirit, actually. I think we'll switch back to the armor. Increased damage dealt. Makes sense.
We've overcome.
There's a reason to use that now.
And even more lie ahead. It pleases me to know we shall meet them side by side.
Side by side. Yeah, see you in a bit, Joe. Stream should be in 15 minutes. Got about half an hour left. Oh no, chase him down, chase him down, chase him down.
That is not possible.
Chase him down, mate. Chase him down. Yeah, we got him. Sweet. Just check out this little path here.
The Valrus manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
In the battle for all good and evil. I know he didn't say most of that, but that thing in the background is like a stock sound, isn't it? That like that bird sound. Like, is it a peacock or something? I think it's a peacock sound. Let's get in the rotten cellar.
Someone help! I'm being robbed!
You quiet! Or I will rip you.
They won't rob you now, friend.
The enemy has destroyed Alcarnus and most of the cultists. The Master commands us to capture more slaves immediately.
Feels bad, man.
Go to the oasis and abduct the villagers. Kill any who resist. That way we shall both gain allies and destroy enemies.
Yeah, good stuff, man. You keep fighting the good fight, right? I'll leave you to it. Oh, that didn't count as an enemy yet, so I lost my... Wow, the AoE on that. Yeah, it's a peacock. I thought so. I thought so.
Weakness consumes you.
Bang. Explosive. Captive guards. Oh. Poisonous plantage.
All must serve the cycle.
Oh, they are. And birds can keep to themselves as far as I'm concerned. Dem corpses, yo. Ooh. Sneaky plant. Lure him in there for the old corpse-atron. I want to get in there and save him guards.
Do not fear the end.
The stun on that basic is just awesome. Whenever they're just being a bit of a nuisance, you're like, yeah, you're stunned, sorry, bye.
Someone
Don't let us die!
Yeah, I won't, mate. Just, you know. Just watch out for exploding corpses. I can't confirm or deny that they might hurt us.
I must flee.
Yep, you should. It's about to get really juicy up in here.
To get out of here.
My essence is too low.
Convert. Event complete. More XP. Pretty close to level 26. Can't imagine we're going to be picking up anything that makes us that much better for
Traces of Zoltan Kuhl's magic linger here.
We are in the gate. Kuhl, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the storm and use it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers
There
of
we are, the big level it
Drawing
is.
their attention will only bring doom
Army
to
of
us.
Dead Rune unlocked. Blighted Grasp. I believe that is... Is that... Oh no, Army of the Dead. Okay, Blighted Grasp. Yeah, I think we're still happy with our skeleton army. Still doing a pretty strong job of it. We might mix it up and use some of the other skills later down the line once we've unlocked the runes.
I'm afraid not.
All must serve the cycle.
That never feels like it's going to be changed. The explosion on one is just so strong. Shocking Guardian. Well, got stunned. And that they did. An even better exploding one. Use the basic on that. Nice. Bang. All the good stuff.
All must serve the cycle.
Smashed it.
I'm afraid not.
Come on, my warriors, go for it.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Your death nears.
I'm guessing that's the story of Diablo 2 that they're referring to.
Possible
because they're already murdered.
This world can abide you no longer.
Ragged binding. Let's just see if we've got anything new. So they're good. That's not. That's more damage. More damage. Ah, nice. So poison skills. We haven't got. I don't think we've got any poison skills, but we've got, you know, poison-related stuff. Cool. That's all good. More chests, please. Yeah, I don't think we're going to bother putting any of the items on Matey Boy. I don't think it makes any difference, really. How should I train? I didn't do that northern enough. How should I train? So I'm guessing this bit joins up here. No, it doesn't. There has to be another level here, surely. Okay, bottom left. And that should be the way. Good stuff, friendo. Alright, go down there.
We set out in 1 week's time into the desolate sands to search for Kul's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kul's madness driven? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
Well, you are, mate, but I'm not.
For a long fight. No.
Nice. Corpse explosion, though, still carrying the day. I don't know if your skill on #1 is the skill that generally does carry the day anyway. But I just feel like nothing carries the day like corpse explosion.
That is not possible.
It's pseudo armor to cover his modesty that he's got on. Got the old t-shirt save on the 6+. Crunch. And the beauty of it is, like, the corpse quality, like, whether say if it's like an elite corpse or just like a basic dude corpse, doesn't make any difference to the damage. Which I think would be a fair enough. Like, the stronger the enemy, the more damage the corpse deals, so like the weaker ones don't deal loads. That isn't a thing, so you might as well just pick the easiest dude, target that with the bone spear, and then just rinse and repeat. As such.
The night embraces you.
Stronger within you.
That last level seemed really quick. Swamp cellar. Swampy cellar. Mortis. Get out of the poison.
You make a fine corpse.
Don't touch my gold, Templar. You're here to observe, not to fill your pockets, son. Now then, Beach. Nice to see you, my friend. Are you going to be getting in on the multiplayer when we do it? I'd be grateful if you did. Might only end up being me and you, but I was thinking we could do hardcore characters on hard mode from level 1. So there's a chance of a try. So I've been playing the Necromancer on normal hardcore, and yeah, we've not even. I don't even think we've been hit this stream. That's a bit of an exaggeration. We have been hit. Not by much. On account of being able to just explode the corpses.
cannot open this.
You found the way forward, but not the... I need to talk to Adria. Okay.
I'm returning to town.
I don't know if that's where I need to be fair. Yeah, it is.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I
live again.
Zoltan Krul.
Zoltan Kul.
Oh, cool.
We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last 2 Lords of
Yeah, he's here on his alt account today, by the way. I don't know if you changed the name of it or you're just on one or the other, but it's popped up as Old Beach today.
Stranger, it has haunted me.
I think you're a mod on both, but
just as it commanded me.
I don't know if or maybe it has popped up as Disco Biscuits for other people, but it's come up as Old Beach for me.
Fate is.
Not that makes any difference in my opinion. Crippling Glaive of the Snake. I mean, it's a fine 2-handed weapon, but we're not going to be using that. Come on, Sultan Cruel, Sandmaster.
Soul Stone, but in exchange.
Yeah. That's
treacherous.
Yeah, he's treacherous. Anyway, it's obviously treacherous. He's a bad guy.
I'm going to go with you. We should bring Cool's head with us. Maybe he'll have something useful to say. I'll put him in your bag.
Putting his head in my bag.
Madness.
Don't put his head in my bag. That's where I keep all my good stuff.
I cannot open this.
I can open this gate for you.
Go on then. I mean, it was evident that's what I wanted, so why don't you just do it?
You again.
Emperor
No
Harkon
time for pleasantries. I think I may have uncovered Bilal's assumed identity. I'm very close. But here's what you need to know. To find Cool's blood, we'll need to get through the aqueducts. There are 2 levers that control the entrance beneath the waterfall.
Very good, we'll go to the Western Channel then.
Something powerful for us.
Bilal. So long as he lives, all of Chaldean is under siege.
Bang!
He command all of these demons to
A little bit of poison, but we're alright.
Deckard's theorized that the demon lords leave demons in their wake. Much like us, they
Absolutely fantastic.
You agree with him?
Yes. The more I study my uncle's books, the more I realize that even I took his wisdom for granted.
He was a great man.
Okay, I'll give them a bit of credit. They took a bit of a beating.
Get this over.
That guy nuts, so let's pull back, use the books, and good stuff. Dead Iron Wolf. I take it he's popped in and just slung his ult straight away. Now that is a corpse explosion right there.
This world can abide you no longer.
I miss searching for lost artifacts with Uncle Deckard, even though I did have its dangerous
Oh,
side.
drop it, girl.
I can't tell you how many times I had
Passed on. He had a good life. Leave it alone.
Because he was
Stop
fixated
reminiscing.
on some dusty old tapestry.
We're fighting monsters from beyond the veil of time and space here. Come on, gank him. Good stuff. Give me that loot, yo. I just want a matching set of common armor. I know I can dye stuff, or at least I think you can dye stuff, but I can't really
I'm afraid not.
Yes. Water flow channel, pull the lever, Crunk. That lever has now been pulled.
That's one lever down.
The light still guides us, even in the dark.
Oh, it guides us. Yeah, this can't pull for a swift
I must wait.
Big damage. It's 42 kills. That was quite dominant. I think that's something that I will agree with.
fine corpse.
Skeletons are getting anxious because they're not getting enough to kill. Nothing legendary yet though.
Cycle.
That damage though, it's just absolutely oh, that damage. Spolders. Yeah, I mean, he's ignored me too, Joe. So I wouldn't take any.
I want more time to explore
any offense to it. It's nothing you've done.
When this is all over.
You remind me of Cain.
Maybe.
Mentioned he's been in garden digging for the past week, so like, I'm trying to just like completely revamp that whole thing. So he's probably not paying attention and just away in the yard. I'm sure if he'd read it, he would respond.
Must serve the cycle.
Give me time.
Just a cool explosion. That's all you need to know.
Give me time.
That shooting me. I'm through. Well, 28. Them last two levels have absolutely rocketed.
That passage should lead to the desolate sands.
Let's get through.
Stuck me in a barrel.
Stuck me in a barrel. I mean, how long you been in there, mate? Quite some time.
Are you still alive out there? Or is it the monsters?
Thank you for
Over to Shen.
releasing me.
Big
It was
Shen.
getting a little boring in there. I am seeking a magic crucible that legend says was hidden in these very aqueducts. It would be a valuable addition to my jeweler's tools. Help me find it, and I will be greatly indebted to you.
That's when we can start jeweling up, is it? Yeah, I'll help you, matey boy.
How rude of me. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Covetous Shen.
I mean, who haven't we got following us right now?
That. What?
Proper
I
squad
can't imagine
goals.
why my young partner bashed me over the head and sealed me in there. This place is quite dangerous without a valuable guard. Oh yes, I
Tower shields.
around the
Good
world
stuff.
5
Cannibal
times
stompers.
and never stumbled home.
Sounds awesome. Good old Covetous Shen. Sneaking around pretending to be Joe. Well, he's resistant to core explosions, so that's a positive thing in your favour there, Joe.
Oh, look at all this wonderful architecture. You could walk all the way around the world and never find its like. Except for this part. I've seen this somewhere else before.
Well, thanks for the geography lesson. Archaeology, or 1 out of 2.
Crucible, it's mine. Be careful, Gavin. It might be cursed.
Gavin, the thing. Good old Gavin giving it a good go.
Crucible should be safe now. Pick it up. Pick it up.
You pick it up, Shen.
I am overburdened.
Or should I call you Joe? Right, well, let's just quickly nip back, get rid of all this tat. Oh, we've actually got some items of value. So we'll equip those. More damage, more toughness. Looks like we'll be equipping that then. More damage, more toughness, more recovery. Okay. More of everything, that's what we like to see. Okay.
You have sought knowledge for many years.
Noble dreams. They're like peacock dreams.
Hey, you, come here.
Well, that brings us up to 3 o'clock rather nicely. So I think that will be it for today. Let's just crack all those in there. Good stuff. And let's see if we can afford another upgrade at our friend or whether he's already done and dusted. Craftamundo. Train. Alright, we've got a few more to get to. So I think it's 60, isn't it, is the max level. So we've got a few more levels to pay for, which is worthwhile. Gives us a reason to use the gold at least. Well, thank you everybody for hanging around. I think Disco Biscuits has slung this up. I think he just dropped in to say hello, but that's nice enough of him. No need to stick around if you've got other things to be doing. Beautiful view. Do you mean that over there? In the pit. Quality stuff. Well, thank you so much for hanging around, folks. It's been a real pleasure. Catch you next week, Joe. You know what I'm like with outros. We'll be here for another 5 minutes yet. So, you know. I'd just like to give you a chance to say goodbye. I don't want to just be like, bye, and then just shoot off as if, you know. You've hung around with me for the last couple of hours, so I wanted to make sure I give you the chance. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. It means a lot. So next week, I might well do some multiplayer next week. We'll see how it goes because it'll be the probably the 100 subscriber stream at that point. Otherwise, because I'm going to do it, I can't wait a week to play some more of this. Yeah, the king of outros. Thanks very much. I've got to be king of some Anna. So. Yeah, I'm not 100% because I will do some episodes of this in the meantime, but whether or not I'll have finished it, I don't know. But then from there, we will do some multiplayer stuff. So I'll try and get Disco Biscuits in there, and we'll see if anybody else wants to jump in. But that will certainly be an option. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.